Hey everyone. Okay, so I have another new setup from the last new setup I just did. So let's see how this goes. I don't know how it's going to be, but we are going to use Ellie Studio Home Sweet Home. Okay, so far that looks okay. I think we'll see. And okay, so I am back. Oh my gosh, you guys, life has been crazy, but we are on track again. I should be on track again. I have my new permanent setup here, and yeah, I'm gonna get it done, you guys. Okay, I'm just trying to look and see which glare is happening the most, and it looks like, oh, it looks like this one is. So I'm gonna adjust because you guys are my friends, and we are going to figure this out together. So, because I know you want to help me also. Let's see. Okay, we're going to have to leave that one there because I'm going to have to really turn it. So, that one's going to stay for a little bit, okay? So, sorry. So, let me tell you what's been going on. So, we went to Road to California. My mom and I, we went and had our girls' trip. And it was such a blast, you guys. One thing I am grateful for is that I am able to do more. And since we went organic and we find out the chemicals in the food is what was hurting me the most, I've had more energy. And I've told you guys that time and time again that I've had more energy. And it's been amazing. And well, then I started Weight Watchers, and Weight Watchers has changed my life also again. You know, Weight Watchers is a proven thing. I love Weight Watchers. As long as you do the program, you will have success. And my son actually has started Weight Watchers. This is his first week. This is when my mom and I started quilting together. So this is the first day that we started doing it. And it was in week 27. So it's been fun. We've only done 2 projects, but we'll get there. She ended up getting hurt and things like that. So it ended up derailing us a little bit. Plus, she went on vacation. I went on vacation, well, multiple vacations, and then she ended up getting COVID, coming back from Florida. Her and my dad got COVID, and then she ended up falling down after she got better, and then she ended up bruising her body and fracturing her wrist, and so she's been in a wheelchair since, and so so we haven't been able to do anything. So it's been pretty sad and pretty bummed, but my life is still, you know, I'm still doing things on my end. I'm still quilting and everything else. So I am having fun. Okay, so this theme right here, let me tell you before I fully get started, it's all about the labels. I decided to go every single label for Ellie Studio. Because Ellie Studio is all about the labels. I'm not sure if I'm in frame, you guys, so sorry. This is Raja. This is Cheyenne's cat, but it's now my parents' cat. And this cat has to be like 50 pounds. It's grandparents, right? Grandparents spoil the heck out of you, no matter if you have 2 feet or 4 feet. Doesn't matter. You get spoiled. And my parents have never, ever... And my dad is going to be 74, I believe, and my mom is going to be 70. And they've never had a cat in their whole entire lives. But Cheyenne moved in a few years ago, right, with her loser boyfriend. And, hey, Ash, come. And she had a cat. When her and her loser boyfriend were living together, she found this cat in the shopping center all flea-ridden and abandoned, and so she took it in. And I always tell people, never recommend to people, if you rent, never ever get an animal, because the chances of you moving are really high, and then that next apartment or house that you rent will not allow animals. So never ever do that to an animal. So, but she went from there to his family's house, and she was, you know, like I said, it was an awful time in her life, and one she's learned a lot from, and one she'll never repeat in ever again in her life. But that's what happens when you're you know, you're not, you have too many insecurities and you haven't found yourself yet. And that's my mom making tortillas. She hasn't made tortillas in so long, you guys. Oh my God, I need a tortilla in my life with butter or with peanut butter. So if you've never had a homemade tortilla with peanut butter, you're missing out. Or mustard. Those, you got mustard, peanut butter, or butter. Yeah, you're set for life. So, but anyway, so she, then they end up moving in with my parents. And because we would not let him move in here at all. We do not, no, I don't think so. And so, so they moved in with my parents. And remember that time when Cheyenne wasn't talking to me and stuff? Well, she was living with, yeah, she was living with my parents when that happened too, I believe. I think that happened at that point. And yeah, in fact it did. So anyways, la 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 la. Anyways, to get to where was I going with this, you guys? Now oh, anyways, the cat. So the cat ended up staying because she moved back into here. She moved back into my house, and my house, bulldogs do not like cats. Do not like cats at all. So it was not going to happen. So my parent, and so she was trying to rehome him, and he, you know, no one wants a cat. So I'm going to write in every single label when I'm done. I got my dad this t-shirt. So I got him that t-shirt. And so, so anyway, so they said, well, we'll keep him until you find a house or until you can get your own place and stuff. And then she moved in with Matt, and they were renting, so they couldn't really, this goes to that. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. And so, yeah, so she couldn't take him either at that point, but then they got their own house. But you're talking like this cat has been with my parents for 6 years maybe? Cat's not going anywhere. This cat, if it could wear a crown, it would. If it could wear, like, you know, if it could strap a sword and a crown on its head, it would walk around like that, because this thing is the poop. It loves life with my parents, and it would not know what to do living with Cheyenne. And so my Cheyenne says, I'll take him, Grandma and Grandpa, I'll take him back, and you know, he's an indoor only cat, indoor only. And she's all, but you know, he'll be fine, and he'll learn how to live outside, and inside he'll be indoor outdoor. And my mom's like, no. No, you're not going to do that to him, and no, and triple no. And so they kept him. So, oh my gosh, you guys. So yeah, I'm in picture frame. Picture frame. Oh, nice, Mandy. So, but yeah, so they kept the cat. So the cat is basically theirs, but Cheyenne, you know, pays for their food and all that stuff. So it's too cute. And but anyways, all that, okay, so all that to say, the cat lives with my parents. The cat is my mom and dad's, and it's really attached to my mom. Really attached to my mom. But this cat has to weigh like freaking 50 pounds. It's freaking heavy as heck. And of course, it's a diva, even though it's a boy. And he is just a pain in the butt. So you can't trust him, because you walk by him and he'll walk, you know, he's a cat, and cats suck. Cats suck, because they don't want to be held. They don't want to be loved on. They want to do that when they want to do it. Well, that's not me. Me, I'm like, I want to hold you. I want to kiss you. And well, no, you can't do that with a cat unless you want your face torn off. So we are not cat people here. We've had one cat in our lives, and one cat only, and never again. So, and luckily bulldogs cannot stand cats, so there is no temptation there. So, but okay, all this to say is that the cat's name is Raja, and it is it has a shoe fetish. It has a stinky shoe fetish. And my shoes, you know, those are my workout shoes. So I went to my parents after I worked out. So, you know, stinky feet. And the cat was just like, it was catnip to this cat. Now I'm like, oh my God, you're a weirdo. And so, yeah, so that was funny. So I took a picture of the cat. Wow, that was like, what, 10 minutes of me telling the story about the damn cat. So, sorry, but that's what it is. So, all these labels are going to be filled in. So, don't think I'm not going to journal in them. I will be. This one was mine. Yeah, right? Is this one mine? Or is this one my mom's? I think this one is mine. I think it's mine. I'm not sure. I need to write that down. It's done. So, I think it's mine. I'm not sure. Okay, so okay, end of story, cut, you know. Next story. Cheyenne. Cheyenne is, so I hate the sun. I hate the sun, and I hate the sun. So, end of story. And so, when Tim has to work because our garbage day is Friday morning, so you have to take out trash Thursday night, and I hate going out and taking out the trash for lots of reasons, but the biggest reason is because they're dirty, they're nasty, and they're, you know, they're gross, and I don't think that's cool. And the handles are always full of ants, and they're gross, and I'm a germaphobe, and yeah, and so I call it my damsel in distress. I'm always like, damsel in distress, because I have to do the garbage, and I hate doing the garbage. And so, well, then Cheyenne, she came over that afternoon, and she took out the trash, and I was like, my hero, my hero. So, because I have to do it, you know, when I'm home alone, but I usually do it, I'll do it like at 8 o'clock at night, because I'm like, I don't want the sun to touch me, I don't like you, I don't want anything to do with you. And so, yeah, but she was my hero this day. So she came over, and she came to say hi, but she took out the trash for me. So I was like, oh, you're so awesome. So cool. Thankful for this is what it says. So she's amazing. Such a good girl. Such a good girl. So anyways, so Cordell is on Weight Watchers. He is 436 pounds, and he is 24 years old. So that is not good at all. And he decided he was done. He decided that he didn't want this anymore for himself. He lives upstairs, so you can imagine the problem. And he has a hard time walking. He's having, his knees are hurting, so he's having a hard time, you guys. And he decided all on his own, because you have, as a food addict, you have to decide when is when. And he decided when is when. And so he has his sister who lives, you know, I live about 45 minutes away from him, and Cheyenne lives about between 20 to 30 minutes away from him, depending on traffic and stuff. So she's closer to him anyways, but she also has school where he lives. And she's been helping him. So she went with him to the first Weight Watcher meeting. She taught him how to use the app, or, you know, and she signed him up, and she did all that stuff, and she took him grocery shopping, and she's meal prepping for him. So she is helping him tremendously, because she doesn't want this life for him either. And so they've been getting close, and they've never worked close growing up. My son's a little bit of an oddball, and he's a Schneider through and through, and my daughter is more like me, where we're like, yes, no, that's it, end of story kind of thing. And I hate excuses, you guys. I hate excuses, like with a passion. I hate excuses. Ugh, it drives me crazy when people have excuses on why they don't do things. And I labeled him as a flaker, because I'm like, don't give me excuses, because usually 9 times out of 10 they're a lie. Well, I don't like lies. So, and I just, you know, I'm more of an upfront person, you guys. I am just like, no, I'm okay. I don't want to hug. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do things. I am very upfront about that, and I don't hide who I am. So, yeah. So, yeah, and my daughter is more like that too. She can't stand flakers, because that is one thing I instilled in my children, was not to flake on people, and not to flake on things, responsibility. You can't do that. You can't do that in life. And that, to me, is it's not acceptable as an adult. And I raised my children to make sure they knew that once you say something, you follow through with it. You don't make excuses for anything. And I've told you the guys that before too. That's how I am. And you know, like it or not, that's who I am, and I make no bones about it. So it's just who I am. And so anyway, so they, but they've gotten closer, and Cordell wants to be an English teacher, and so, but he's been helping Cheyenne with her homework, and Cheyenne's like, oh mom, she goes, I'll tell you what mom, she's all, he actually is a good teacher, because you know, we don't know which way he's gonna go, and she's all, he actually has patience, and he teaches very well. And I'm like, well, that is amazing, honey. So she's very impressed by him right now, and you know, they've been getting closer and closer. They talk almost every day, and that is just unheard of for them. I mean, they love each other, but they weren't, you know, they're not close. But we're still tight-knit, so if he needed her or vice versa, they would be there for each other in a heartbeat. So that's not in question. But the whole, you know, talking, you know, as friends kind of thing wasn't there. But now it's starting to be, and that's really awesome. He asks her questions, you know, like what he should do, what, you know, this and that. And so, and he listens, and yeah, so that is awesome. And so they're having a really good bond right now, and that's cool. I mean, better late than never. So I figured, you know, hey, that's awesome. And it's what you kind of want for your children. And we didn't, you know, what's that word, organically? We never pushed them to be close. We never did any of that. Like, you need to, you know, love each other and do that kind of thing. We never did that to them. It was one of those, like, you know, you can love someone and not like them. And that was always acceptable for me, you know, like, hey, you can love them, but you don't have to like them. And that, you know, that's just life, because that's people's individual personality. This is my tattoo on my leg. You guys see that? That is her bullet wings. Those are bullets for her wings. And that is Riley North Peppermint. That is on my right front leg. I love it so much. It's this Riley North. I love her so much. She is amazing. If you've never seen Peppermint, you are missing out. Oh God, I can quote that movie back and forth. I watch it pretty much weekly. I was watching it daily, but then, you know, I was like, maybe it's a little too much. So now I watch it weekly, and it's just amazing. I know everything about it. So, but that's, so, let me turn it around so you guys can see it too. So that was him, that's the picture, and then that's him tattooing it. So, but yeah, and but anyway, so, and she just passed her midterms, so she has 3 more months of school, so she is halfway there, you guys. Well, I call it school, but it's the academy. But I call it school. So, but you know what I mean, the academy. So she is kicking butt. I believe she is head of the color guard. So they made her head of the color guard. And she had one test that they did last week, and she was the highest one in class. And it's just so neat. And she's doing good, you guys, and I love it. And it's gonna be so like crazy to see her in, you know, a squad car and just around town, and you know, just because I mean, this she'll be working in our town, and so yeah. And then her dad is looking forward to working with her. So her dad's like, yeah, I may retire in 2, but maybe 3 years, because I really want to work with Cheyenne. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So cute. So cute. So, and I'm like, okay, whatever you want. So whatever will make you happy, honey. So yeah. So this is our first time growing jalapenos from like a pot. Yeah, like a pot. So I'll put that, like I said, I'm going to label everything. All the labels have something for me to write in. So that is what I will be doing. So yeah. Okay, so we are chugging along, you guys. We are completely going to town on this. So let's do this one next. Okay, and I have to tell you guys that I have done what? Oh, I have finished I have 3 other layouts done, you guys. So I have been working on layouts. I have been quilting, I've been working on layouts, I've been cross stitching, I have been going to town. My husband made me a whole new table for my quilting. And so, but it was going to be my quilting cutting table plus my filming area. But then we changed it because I love, it's so beautiful, you guys. And I'm gonna do an Instagram and all that stuff. So I'm gonna show it on, and I'm gonna video it. So I will, you know what? In fact, I'm gonna do that next. And so I'll have that up and you can see it. And then I changed my filming area into my silhouette room, my third craft room. And so my third craft room has my filming set up. And I'm not sure if you guys can hear the puppies, but they're liking it because right across the hall is my bedroom, well, their bedroom. And so they can still hear me and see me. They're not allowed in here because Anvil, oh my gosh, Anvil loves, they have literally 250 toys, and she loves to eat whatever is on the ground. And this is the what was my fabric room, which is the extra bedroom, which was Cordell's room. And that's them helping me sort through everything in there by being in the way. And but they yeah, they're they're snoring away right now, so I'm not sure you can, but they're happy because they can hear me and they can see me. But yeah, Anvil's not allowed in here because she is crazy. You guys, I seriously, I left for 15 minutes to clean out my car yesterday, and Tim was building my table, and I came back inside and I'm like, okay, let me see what she's done, because there's always something I miss that she will find. And what do you know? We had stuff to put up in the attic, and one of the things was to put up some of my storage containers, because I didn't need them all. But Tim says not to get rid of them because when we move, I don't know what kind of space I'll have. So then I could utilize my storage containers if I need to, right? And so I said, okay, so we put it up in the attic, and that's our storage is up there. Well, I had this Dollar Tree bowl, one of the, I'm sure if you see my craft room, that's one of the plastic bowls. Well, I went outside and it was completely shredded, you guys. Completely shredded. She had no problems eating that sucker and breaking it. And I'm like, how did you not bleed? How did you not tear your gums up? I have no clue, which I'm thankful for, because crazy head, you know, it's all we need is a dentist bill, you know. So, because she's crazy, but it actually, she was fine. But oh my gosh, you guys, it just a few minutes, and that happened last week, and she ended up destroying. I had a Tonic Studios, I had Tonic Studio scissors and Tonic Studio paintbrush. Completely chewed up. 5 minutes, you guys. That was 5 minutes. This is one of the new authors that I've been reading, and I'm loving that book series. That was a good one. So yeah, so she's been tearing it all up, and it is, oh my gosh, she's driving me crazy with that. So we put gates up in our library. The library my husband built me, we had to put the gates up because she refuses to stop tearing everything. So she would eat my books, she would eat all of that stuff, and my library itself if we let her. So when we leave, we have to close the door because we have to close doors to all the rooms, because they will either eat everything or pee on things. So that if the doors are closed, they won't do any of that. But between Talwyn and Anvil, they will do that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, they're horrible in that sense. So they're crazy. They're just crazy, you guys. And we cannot break them of that. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So instead of, you know, just leaving everything up to like, okay, just tear it all up or anything like that, we do precautions. We put a gate up in the library, and they can't be in there because they're destructive. And as much as this is their house and we want them to be happy, we also would like our stuff to stay nice. My library especially means everything to me. My library is my life, and Tim put his heart and soul into building that thing for me, and to have it, you know, be ruined because the dog ate it would be horrible, and I would cry forever if that were the case. So she is not in there. And then they're snoring so loudly. I'm not sure if you guys can hear them or not. And then this glue, I forgot how wonderful this glue is. This glue, Barely Art Glue, it's phenomenal. That's how come it already adhered down. Like it's already down because it's such good glue. Yeah, see, it's already down. So my bad. I forgot how good this glue was. I'm so used to the tonic one, which I also love, but I know that you have a few more minutes than here. So, so yeah, I'm making this a little complicated here. That's okay. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to think of it as a creative endeavor here. So this title card is not my favorite, but it was one of those like, well, you know what, I laid it down, I'm gonna go with it. So, and to me it's gonna say dance, the colors match everything else, but to me it was one of those like, it's just happy, you know, like in my head. That's how I do a lot of things, you know, because if it works in my head, then I like it. And look at how good this glue is, you guys. It already stuck. So, and it's not even on a picture. So it's already stuck. But yeah, to me, the word dance encompasses, my big word of the day, life and how fun it is. And so that is how I perceive it when I see this title card. But I know for other people who are looking in from the outside, it's kind of weird, you know. It doesn't, like, why would you put that when, if you don't understand the story of why I like it, then it's going to be weird to use. So that's how come I'm saying it's not my favorite, because you have to kind of know what I mean by it in order to understand it. So yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. So, am I still in frame? I haven't looked up yet. Let me look. Yes, I am. And I think the picture looks pretty good, except for the little corner right here, which I can fix. I will do that. Let me not forget to say thank you to Barbara Hayes, Shanda, and Scrappin' Alley. Scrappin' Alley, I sent out your giveaway finally, since I think it's been since November. But I'm telling you what, I cannot remember, you guys. I cannot remember anything. And I had it put away, and yeah, no excuses, of course, but, you know, because I just plain forgot. But if you watch my videos long enough, you know that I don't have a good memory. I don't remember stuff, and I need to, but luckily it was you, Scrappin' Alley. That's how come I didn't worry too much about it, because I was like, okay, it's her, and she understands that I just plain forget. And but I did ship it out. I did finally ship it out, you guys. So, or Allie, I did. So, sorry it took so long. I don't know why it takes you so long, because I have a cruddy memory. But, yeah. But hopefully you enjoy it. And hopefully the grandbaby's all good. Hopefully you're having a good time with him. Look at, we're going to fix that little boo-boo. I'll put in a bee on it. There we go. That is what we are doing. And then we're going to put one here and here. Life is a series of tiny little moments. And I love that little quote that's there. I just thought that was so cute. But anyways, I have 3 other layouts done. I've been kicking butt, and then my printer stopped working with my phone, so then my husband was home and he had a moment, and so because he had a moment, I asked him to fix it, and so he did, and I don't like that at all, so we're gonna skip that. I don't think it's needed. So alright, so title card done. Dishes are done, man. So yeah. And I think this layout is so cute. And I love all the labels on every single picture. And I will be filling them out. So, and I haven't been putting things on Instagram, you guys. I've been, you know what? I've been kind of like, social media has been interesting lately for me. And I just, you know, it's been one of those like, okay, maybe when I get to it, I'll get to it sort of thing. But anyways, love you guys. Thank you for being here. I will be here. I will start coming back. So it won't be so long in between videos anymore, especially because I'm going to be PLing from now all next week. I don't think I have anything going on next week, so I'll be PLing. And then I need to get the layouts off my areas to clean them up, so I need to film. So I will be back soon. Alright guys, have a great weekend. I think today is, what, Saturday? Yes, Saturday. Alright guys, take care. Love ya. Bye.